Hello YouTube and welcome to another MikroTik tutorial. So in this video I'm going to show you how to configure WireGuard on the MikroTik router. So are you ready? Let's get started. So first thing first, what is actually WireGuard? So WireGuard simply is actually a VPN that allows you to create an encrypted channel between a client, okay, and your MikroTik router, okay. And why we should use it? Because simply it's modern way to use VPN, and also it's simple and easy to use with strong actually encryption. And the most interesting thing is that it's very fast, okay. So in order to create this VPN WireGuard, we have to follow some steps on our MikroTik router, okay. So let's begin. So here, as you can see, I am on my Winbox for MikroTik. So I will just connect to it. Here we go, I'm connected. So the first thing that we have to do actually is to create what we call WireGuard interface on the MikroTik router, okay. So here on the left you can see there is section dedicated to this WireGuard VPN. So if I click on it, here we go, I get this windows here, okay. And here we have actually as I told you, to create what we call WireGuard interface. So there is a button here called new, so I'm gonna click on it, and simply it gives us the option to name our WireGuard actually interface. So I will, for example, name it WireGuard remote. Of course you can call it whatever you want, and all you have to do is actually to hit this apply button, okay. So here the most important thing, it will generate a public key and a private key. So of course your private key is private, you should never actually share it with someone, but the public key is the one that the client will use in order to connect to actually your MikroTik router, okay. So here, as I told you, the most important thing here is to have this public key, and when hitting this apply button, it has actually generated this public key and of course the private key, okay. So the first step here is just to generate this couple of keys. So I'm done. So remember the interface name, so in our case it's called WG remote, and I'm gonna hit OK. And don't pay attention to the other one, I use it for other videos, okay. But for us, the interface that we're gonna use is this last one, WG remote, okay. So after that we're gonna assign an IP address to this actually WireGuard interface, okay. So for assigning IP addresses, I'm gonna get rid of this window, here we go, and simply I will go to the IP section. So if I click on it, you can see there is a subsection called addresses. So I'm gonna select this addresses subsection, okay. And simply I'm gonna hit this new button in order to assign IP address to our WireGuard interface. Here we go. So here the most important thing is to choose the interface. So I will look for the WireGuard interface that I has just created. It's called, as you can see here, WG remote, okay. And simply I'm gonna assign it an IP address. So I'm gonna use this IP address, that's 16.1. I'm gonna hit apply, okay. So now everything is done, but just remember the IP address of this interface is that 16.1, and of course it has filled the field for the network based on the subnet mask that I have given to this interface, okay. And of course here you can see that the IP addresses has been created for this remote interface, okay. So everything is done now on the MikroTik router, but we still have to add something else. But before that, we have to configure actually our client. So here I will use Windows in order to connect this MikroTik router. So simply you have to look for the WireGuard application, client application, in order to install to your operating system. So of course it can be installed on Linux, Windows and Mac OS. Okay, so let me open my browser here. Here we go, and you type just simply WireGuard on the Google search, and you can see that I can get here the WireGuard Windows client. Okay, so you can download this WireGuard client corresponding to your operating system and you install it very easily. Okay, so let's launch it because I already installed it on my Windows. So I'm gonna simply look for WireGuard. Here we go. So this is the WireGuard application, and let's actually add a tunnel for that. So simply I will just try to add an empty tunnel, as you can see here. Here we go. So of course here it has actually given me its private key and also public key. Okay, but here I will paste this code here. Okay, so the interface. So here we have the private key. Okay, so I'm gonna simply copy this one here, because as I told you, this is the private key given me by this client. So I will get rid of this one here. Here we go. And the IP address here I'm using 16.2. It was given me by the client, but of course here we have actually used 16.1 as our actually server. Okay, and here I have to fill in the actually public key of the MikroTik router. So let me return back to this MikroTik router. I'm gonna head to WireGuard. This is my interface, and I'm gonna general, and I'm gonna simply copy this public key. Okay, so here we go. So now this is the public key generated by the MikroTik router, and this is the private key generated by the client. So remember that. Okay, and here we have to fill in actually the public IP of our router. So let me look for it. So here I need the public key, or actually the public IP address. So I'm gonna search for it under IP addresses. So it's the one interface. So this is the IP, the one IP of my actually one interface. So simply I'm gonna copy it, and I'm gonna replace this one with it. Here we go. Okay, for DNS you can just use, for example, Google DNS if you want. Okay, so everything I hope is clear now. Just remember to copy actually your public key generated by your MikroTik router and paste it here. This is the most important thing. And of course here you have to add your endpoint, I mean your public IP address. Okay, and here we have the port, which is also very important. Here it's using 13,231. Okay, so I'm gonna save. Okay, I need a name, so I'm gonna simply call it WireGuard MikroTik. Okay, so now it has been added to the list of WireGuard VPNs. Okay, so now I have to add this peer that we have created here. So if I right click and get edit selected tunnel, you can see the configuration that I have created here. So this time I need to copy the public key to the MikroTik router. So I'm gonna simply copy this public key here from the tunnel. Okay, and I'm gonna this time head to the same section WireGuard, but this time I'm not going to add WireGuard interface but rather a peer. So I'm gonna click on this peer here and same thing, new, and I'm gonna give it a name. So let's call it, for example, WG remote peer. Okay, the interface here you have to pay attention to choose the corresponding interface. So the one that we have just created is WG remote. Okay, and here you have to add the public key that we have just copied from the peer or the client. Okay, and you can also add here an option persistent keep alive, and you'll define it, for example, 30. So I guess everything is okay now. Yes, I forget just to here to add the allowed address. So I'm gonna simply allow the IP address that we have configured on the client. So if I return back to my WireGuard here and I've edited this tunnel, you can see that I have actually assigned this IP address that's 16.2/32. So this address I will just allow it here, allowed address, and I'm gonna hit OK or apply. So now we have configured everything under MikroTik router, and after that we have to allow the VPN to do internet. Okay, so for that we have to configure a firewall rule. So let me get rid of this window here. So I will go this time to the firewall, which is under IP also. Firewall, then for the firewall rule I will add a new rule. Okay, so I will, for example, comment it as allow WireGuard to internet. Or actually the VPN to the internet. Okay, so the chain is forward, the source addresses is .16.0/24, that the network that we have configured for the WireGuard interface. Okay, and for the out interface, that would be simply our WAN interface, which in our case this is it. This is the WAN interface. Okay, and the action is of course to accept, and I will also try to log that. So I will just hit apply. OK, and as you can see, by default the rule is placed at the bottom, and as you may know, actually the rule are processed from top to bottom, so we have to take it as first forward rule in order to allow our WAN traffic. Okay, so I guess this is it. Now everything is set up in order to allow access to the router from the outside. Okay, so after that we need also to configure not masquerade for this network here. So I will go this time to this not tab, and I will try to add a new masquerade. So the action is actually, let me see here, allow WG to internet. Okay, so the chain is source NAT, and here I will input the same network, that's 16.0/24. Okay, so here I have to input also the output interface, which is our WAN interface. Okay, and the action is masquerade. So let me log also that, and of course I'm gonna actually put it at the top here. And this is it. This is all what you need in order to allow actually your WireGuard client to connect to your MikroTik router. So if you hit this activate button on the client, you can get actually access to your MikroTik router. So that was just a brief video to show you how to configure the WireGuard actually VPN client and server on the MikroTik router and client on your Windows client. So if you like the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a comment or like. And of course, if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment below. As always, I hope it has been informative for you, and I'd like to thank you for viewing. Bye bye.